ample instances where blissful love stories have had a gory ending. Here is yet another love gone wrong story from Udupi, Mangalore. What is this story about? Who was the man who met a gory end? Who killed him and why? Here are all the details.
Love is indeed a wonderful feeling to experience. This couple you see on your screens fell in love with each other when they were just 16 years old. At an age so tender, exchanging cards on Valentine's Day is as exciting as getting married. This card you see on your screen is the proof of their love story. This card was given to Avinash by Sushma, the love of his life, on their first Valentine's Day. Avinash, who hailed from Karkala in Udupi, resided at this house with his parents Vidyananda Suvarna and Durga Devi and his siblings at Mulki in Mangalore for the last 3 years. Avinash was not a man who was too fond of books. He gave up education after the 8th class and became a mechanic. It was on a fateful day when he was returning home from work that he spotted Sushma. In just the first glimpse, and he was in love with her already. For his luck, Sushma too was mesmerized by Avinash's looks. The feelings were mutual between the two. Both Sushma and Avinash were residing at Mulki. They started to meet each other very often. They turned acquaintances and soon became the best of friends. It didn't take too long for them to turn their friendship into love. They were an inseparable couple in no time. When Sushma's parents got to know of their daughter being in love with a Hindu boy, they were thoroughly against it. They told her that if she was not going to let go of Avinash, they were not going to let her study any further. Sushma wanted to be an independent woman and wanted to pursue a degree for the same reason. She wanted to be able to stand on her own legs. When she told Avinash about her dream, he promised her that he would not let it be shattered. He paid for her education from there on. The feelings between the couple only grew stronger with time and Avinash's actions. Avinash gave Sushma any amount of money that she asked for. He did not want her to deal with any hindrance. Such was the intensity of feeling he had towards her. Avinash's father, Vidyananda Suvarna, was not too well off. It was for the same reason that he quit Karkala and came to Mulki. He constructed a small house here and resided with his family. In the meanwhile, Avinash found himself a job as a bus driver of the Gayatri cashew factory.
ಆ ಹುಡುಗಿ ಹೆಸರು ಸುಷ್ಮಾ ಪ್ರಿಸಿಲ್ಲಾ ಅಂತ ಕ್ರಿಶ್ಚಿಯನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಮುಲ್ಕಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಅವರು ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ 3 ವರ್ಷದ ಮೊದಲು ಅವರು ಇದ್ದದ್ದೇ ಅವರ ಕುಟುಂಬ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮುಲ್ಕಿಯಲ್ಲಿ. ಮತ್ತು ಅವರ ತಂದೆ ಮುಲ್ಕಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಕ್ಷಾ ಡ್ರೈವರ್ ಆಗಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಮತ್ತು ಆ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವನು 8ನೇ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಕಲಿತು ನಂತರ ಅವನು ಗ್ಯಾರೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೋ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನಂತ ನಾನು ಕೇಳಿಪಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ನಂತರ ಅವನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದ ನಂತರ ಒಂದು ಗಾಯತ್ರಿ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ಯೂ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ರೀಸೆಂಟಾಗಿ ಒಂದು ಡ್ರೈವರ್ ಕೆಲಸಕ್ಕೆ ಸೇರಿದ್ದ. ಆದರೂ ಅವನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದ ನನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಗಾಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಸಂಬಳದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಬೇಕು ನನಗೆ, ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ನನಗೆ ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿ ಇದೆ. ಒಂದು ತಂಗಿ ಮತ್ತು ನನ್ನ ತಮ್ಮ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ ಮತ್ತು ನನ್ನ ತಂದೆ ತಾಯಿ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅವರು ಬೇರೆ ಹುಷಾರಿಲ್ಲ. ರೀಸೆಂಟಾಗಿ ಅವರ ತಂದೆ ತಾಯಿಯ ಆರೋಗ್ಯವೂ ಸರಿ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ನಾನು ನೋಡಿದ ವಿಷಯ. ಅದಾಗಿ ಅವನು ಪ್ರಥಮ ಹುಡುಗ, ಅವರಿಗೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಮಗ, ಅವನ ಮೇಲೆ ತುಂಬ ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿ ಇತ್ತು.
During his tenure as a driver at the factory, it was only women whom he picked up and dropped. The management never received a complaint about his behavior with them. Such was the dignity with which he behaved among the lady employees, and such was his gem-like character.
ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಅಂಗಡಿಯನ್ನು ನಡೆಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ಈ ಅಂಗಡಿ ಹತ್ರ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದ ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ 10 ಗಂಟೆ ಹೊತ್ತಿಗೆ ಅವನದ್ದು ಗಾಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಬೀಜದ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ರಿ ಅವರ ಕೆಲಸದವರಿಗೆ ತಗೊಂಡೋಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ 10 ಗಂಟೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಸಮಯ ಒಂದು ನಿಮಿಷವೂ ತಪ್ಪದೆ ಅವನು 10 ಗಂಟೆ ಮೊದಲೇ ಬಂದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಲ್ಲಿಸಿ ಅವರನ್ನು ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಸಂಚರಿಸೋ ಎಲ್ಲ ಜಾಸ್ತಿಯಾಗಿ ಮಹಿಳೆಯರೇ ಮತ್ತು ಹೆಣ್ಣುಮಕ್ಕಳೇ. ಆದರೆ ನಾನು ನೋಡಿದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಯಾರಿಂದಲೂ ಆ ಬಸ್ಸಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗುವವರು ಒಂದು ದಿವಸಕ್ಕೂ ಅವನು ಈ ರೀತಿ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಚುಡಾಯಿಸಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಅಂತ ಯಾರೂ ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ. ಅಂಥ ಹುಡುಗನನ್ನು ಯಾರೋ ಒಂದು ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಬಂದವಳು ಒಂದು ನಮ್ಮ ಈ ಆಪ್ತ ಮಿತ್ರನನ್ನು ಒಂದು ಪರಲೋಕಕ್ಕೆ ಕಳಿಸಿದ್ದಾನಂತ ಕೇಳಿ ಅದು ನಂಬಲಿಕ್ಕೂ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ.
Though Avinash and Sushma lived at quite a distance from each other, they always found time and a reason to meet and spend time with each other. They knew that if they did not let their families get to know of their love, they could face problems in the future, and hence they took a decision. Avinash brought Sushma home about 7 months ago and made her meet his mother. He told his mother that Sushma was the girl he was in love with for the last 5 years and that he wanted to get married to her. Avinash's mother was extremely fond of him, and she was extremely fond of his choice already. She was happy about the fact that her son was in love with a girl so beautiful. She adored her and told her that she didn't have a problem with her being from a different religion either.
ಎರಡು ಸಲ ಬಂದಿದ್ರು ಸುಷ್ಮಾ ಆಗುವ ಹುಡುಗಿ 2 ಸಲ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಗೆ. ಬಂದು ನಾವೇನು ಒಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಖುಷಿ ಆಯಿತು. ಅವಳಿಗೆ ಸಹ ಖುಷಿ ಹಾಕಿ ಮಾತಾಡಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಅವಳು ಏನು ತಿರುಗಿದಾಳೆ ಅಂತ ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ವಿಷಯ. ಹೇಳಿದಾಳೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ, ಮನೆಯವರು ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ನಾವು ಮದುವೆ ಆಗಬಾರ್ದಂತ. ನನಗೆ ಈಗ ಏಜ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ, ನಾನು ಮದುವೆ ಆಗೋದ ಅವರನ್ನು ಎಷ್ಟು ವರ್ಷ ಲವ್ ಆಯಿತು ಹಾಗೆ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದೆ ನಾನು. 5 ವರ್ಷ ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ಳು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವು ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಯಾವುದಂತ ಕೇಳಿದೆ ನಾನು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ಳು ಕ್ರಿಶ್ಚಿಯನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರು. ಅಮ್ಮ ನಿಮಗೆ ಬೇಸರವ ನಾವು ಕ್ರಿಶ್ಚಿಯನ್ ಅಂತ? ನನಗೇನು ಬೇಸರ ಇಲ್ಲ, ನಮ್ಮ ಮಗನಿಗೆ ಒಪ್ಪಿಗೆ ಉಂಟಂತ, ನನಗೇನು ಬೇಸರ ಇಲ್ಲ, ನಮಗೆ ಒಪ್ಪಿಗೆ ಅವರ ಹತ್ರ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ಆಯಿತು. ಮತ್ತು ನಾನು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸಮಯ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇವರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಇವರ ಹತ್ರ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೇನೆ ಹೀಗೆ ಈಗ ಅವನು ಅವಿನಾಶ್ ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಅಂತ.
Avinash's mother could not gather the courage to tell her husband about her son's choice just as yet. Avinash would take Sushma and his siblings out together to places and had a gala time together, while his mother covered up for him at home. Everyone in Avinash's family knew about Sushma already, except for his father. In a few months' time, they eventually managed to tell him about Sushma and convinced him to let Avinash get married to her as well. Sushma's parents, who were anti-Avinash, were still adamant about their decision.
ನಮಗೆ 7 ತಿಂಗಳಿಂದ ಪರಿಚಯ, ಅವನ ಮುಂಚೆ ಪರಿಚಯ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. 7 ತಿಂಗಳ ಪರಿಚಯ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಅವನು ಅವಿನಾಶರ ಹತ್ರ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೇನೆ, ಹುಡುಗಿ ಹೇಗೆ ಇದ್ದಾಳೆ ನನಗೆ ನೋಡಬೇಕಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಅವಿನಾಶ್ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದ. ತಂದೆಯವರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ನಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಆಯಿತು. ಕ್ರಿಶ್ಚಿಯನ್ ಅಂತ ಹುಡುಗಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಒಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಏನು ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ ನಾವು. ಅವಳು ಸಹ ಸಂತೋಷದಿಂದ ಮಾತಾಡಿ ಹೇಳಿದಾಳೆ, ನಾನು ಮದುವೆ ಆಗೋದಾದರೆ ಇವನನ್ನೇ. ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಗಂಟು ಮುಟ್ಟೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕಟ್ಟಿ ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಒಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನನಗೆ ಏನೂ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಮನೆಯವ್ರದ್ದು ಏನೂ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಆಧಾರ ಅಂತ ಇರೋದು ಇವರದ್ದು ಮಾತ್ರ ಅಂತ ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಹೇಳಿದಾಳೆ. ಬಂದು ಕೂಗಿ 2 ಸಲ ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಗೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾಳೆ.
Sushma had made up her mind. She was way more stubborn than her parents. She told them that if there was a man she was going to get married to, it would only be Avinash. She also spoke to Avinash's mother and told her about her family being against the marriage.
ಒಂದು ಸಲ ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು ನನ್ನ ಮಗಳು ಅವಳು ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ತಿರುಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಆಚೆ ಮನೆಗೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾಳೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ನನ್ನ 6 ತಿಂಗಳು ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಅವಳಿಗೆ ಇವನು ಬೇಡ ಅಂತೆ, ಬೇಡ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಾಳೆ ಅಂತೆ. ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದ, ನನಗೆ ಬೇಡ ಅಂತ ಬೇರೆಯವನನ್ನು ಇಟ್ಟುಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾಳೆ, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನೀನು ಸಾಯಿ ಹೋಗು, ನನಗೆ ಬೇಡ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾಳೆ, 5 ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ನಿನಗೆ ಕಲಿಸಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ವಿಷಯ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಾನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇನೆ, ಈಗ ನನಗೆ ಬೇಡ ಅಂದರೆ ನಾನು ಏನು ಮಾಡೋದಂತ. ಸಾಯುವುದಾದ್ರೆ ಇಬ್ಬರು ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಸಾಯುವ ನಾವು. ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಒಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಇಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ, ಒಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾರಲ್ಲ, ನಾನು ಕರೀತೇನಲ್ಲ, ನೀನು ಬರ್ತೀಯಲ್ಲ, ಈಗ ಹೇಗೆ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂತ.
All was well between Sushma and Avinash until 5 months ago, when all of a sudden Sushma lost interest in Avinash and decided to break up with him. When she told him about her decision, Avinash was shattered. He did not know what to say, nor did he know what to do.
The couple had the most blissful time together for over 5 long years. Avinash was into Sushma to the extent of paying for her education. Why then did she let go of him? What went wrong between the couple? We'll tell you after this very short break. Stay tuned. After 5 years of being together and taking favors from him, Sushma had now lost interest in Avinash. Why, you might wonder? She had found another man already.
Everyone who knew about Sushma and Avinash were envious of their mesmerizing love story. Eventually, fate did them apart and Sushma fell in love with another man. When Sushma told Avinash about her liking for another man, he did not have words to express the way he felt. Avinash told Sushma that he would not be able to live without her. He said that he'd rather die than be alive and see her live her life with another man. He suggested that they both consume poison and end their lives together. The couple mutually decided to circle March 28th as the D-Day, but Sushma had a plan in mind. When the fateful day arrived, Avinash came to meet Sushma for the last time. He brought along with him some poison that both of them had decided to consume and die. However, when it was time to do the daring act, Sushma backed out, while Avinash went ahead and consumed the poison.
ನನಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬನು ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ಅವನೊಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ನಾನು ಮದುವೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಗೋದಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಇವನೆಲ್ಲ ತಲೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಾಳಾಗಿ ಹೋಯಿತು. ಇವನಿಗೆ ಅವಳ ಪ್ರೇಮವೇ